This gentleman I'm bringing up is an up-and-coming motivational speaker and staff development trainer. He was a trainer with the largest probation department in the world, LA County. How about that? He is a vibrant and engaging speaker known for challenging, encouraging, and inspiring his audience. For 20 plus years, he has motivated young adults from all walks of life in church and juvenile halls. He specializes in working with at-youth risk and strives to positively impact and change the lives of everyone he encounters. Please help me welcome our Toastmaster, Mr. Patrick Hammond.
After all of these other speakers, really what I want to do is hold up my finger like they do at the Baptist church and just go home. I said, wow, he really didn't need me. There was enough testimony, enough story in here today to send everybody here home reaching for another level.
Right.
Would you agree?
Yes.
I heard some stuff in here today. It just blew me right out of my socks. That said, let me extend a thank you again over here to Yo-Yo. Just called me through a friend. And this is why I tell people everywhere I go that if you are gifted in a certain area, exercise your gift every time you get a chance. You never know who's in the room. You never know who's in the room. I spoke yesterday out at Chapman University. And there was one lady in there. She said, I said, what is it that in your life you were aiming for, but you have been derailed? Anybody ever been derailed? You were headed somewhere in life. You were headed somewhere in life and derailed. She said, well, I have a beautiful voice. Always have had a beautiful voice. I can sing really well. I said, good. Sing us a song. She said, now? I said, right now. She said, oh no, I can't sing a song right now. I said, baby, you never know who's in the room. Sing your song. And so I happened to be out speaking somewhere over at USC for an organization called the Qs, the Omegas. Again, you said, oh, you must know about them. Oh, she said, I was speaking for a group called the Omegas. And somebody in that organization knew Yo-Yo and reached out to me, and I got a phone call from Yo. I said, Mommy, it's Yo-Yo. My wife, Mommy, it's Yo-Yo. And she was just flat out excited about it. And so thank you again for having me. I don't know what I'm going to say. Y'all hold on and roll with me. Can you roll with me? Yeah. Let's give everybody else a hand who spoke before me. But we are on our way somewhere. I said just a moment ago, every now and then you go through life and you get derailed. You're derailed. Anybody seen this animated cartoon called The Lion King? Anybody ever seen it? If you've seen it, raise your hand. All right, my young people have seen it. That's the group I really want to focus on because I said that my speech today would be called Practicing Your Roar. I was going to talk about there is a champion in you. Who knows you may get a 2-for-1 today. So hold on. Little baby Simba was born with a destiny assigned to his life. Born, packed with potential and full of promise. What was his destiny? Who said that? To be king. He had a destiny to be king, and all of the community of Pride Rock came to celebrate little baby Simba. Aunties and uncles, cousins, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters came to celebrate little baby Kaiwan. Came to celebrate little baby Denver. Came to celebrate Jayla and Jada. They came from all around. When your mothers and fathers, for some of us, held you, they saw promise and potential. They saw possibility. I was watching another movie. Y'all gonna get the 2-for-1 today. I just made up my mind because everybody wasn't born kings and queens. Everybody everybody didn't come from ideal situations. I was watching another movie as well. Has anybody seen Creed? Creed, everybody threw their hand up on Creed. I was watching another movie called Creed. Now, Creed wasn't born to royalty. Creed was a product of an adulterous affair. And when the movie opens up, it opens up with this little boy who is in juvenile hall. He's in juvenile hall. Not only was he a product of an adulterous affair, this little boy had no father and no mother. But he was packed with potential and full of greatness. I came by to tell those of you who are sitting here, I don't know what your situation is. Maybe you were born into an ideal situation, or maybe not. I don't know if you were born or conceived in a backyard, a schoolyard, or a junkyard. But the good news is, you are here. Maybe you just think I'm talking about Simba and Creed. Let me tell you a little bit about my story. My father was a drug addict. My mother was a high school dropout. According to the statistics, I wasn't supposed to be here, but I am still here. By the time I was 2 years old, my father ran over me because he didn't see me standing behind the car. Doctor said I wasn't supposed to live, but I am still here. By the time I was 4 years old, somebody shot my daddy in the head. And again, according to statistics, a fatherless African-American male here in Los Angeles, I'm supposed to be hanging out with little Pookie and them throwing up the hood. But instead, I am still here. By the time I'm 8 years old, my mother shoots my sister's father because he was a very violent man, so I get what you're talking about. She had to kill him because he said he was on his way to kill Mama and her full baby. Mama said, no way, Jose, not tonight. She took that 16-gauge shotgun and put him down. He bled out in front of me on the living room floor. I am still here. I want my children, you didn't have the greatest beginnings. As a matter of fact, everybody in the room, go on and say that with me. I am still here. Yeah. So little baby Simba, born with a destiny, packed with potential. One of the first songs he sings in the cartoon says, I just can't wait to be. There you go. He had a dream. He had a vision for his life. He was on his way somewhere. He was so assured of his destiny, he sang about it. I just can't wait to begin. Earlier when I got here, I was going around the lobby out there, going from one room to another, and I'd speak to one young person like Aquanet back there trying to hide. She's trying to hide. And I'd ask him, what do you want to do? She said, a banker. She wants to be a banker. Where's Chili, Aquanet? Where's Chili? Chili's sitting over in the corner. Chili said, I want to be a physical therapist. Where's Kai Von? Kai Von, where are you? Kai Von said, I want to be a dancer. They have dreams. They have dreams. They have visions for their lives. Sing about it, baby. I remember when I was a little boy, I had a vision. I had a goal. By the time I was 10 years old, I was already speaking to public audiences. I loved being able to pour into people. Little baby Simba had a song that he would sing. Sing your song. Whatever it is you desire to be, keep your eye on the prize. Sometimes life will not always permit you to do that. Things happen in our lives. Something happened in little baby Simba's life to throw him off. It shifted his whole life. We heard Tani say earlier, at 14 years old, her life shifted. Something happened in little baby Simba's life. What happened? His daddy died. I just told you my daddy died, so I know what Simba was going through. When we look back at the movie Creed, y'all getting the 2 for 1, don't forget. Little Creed, he had, his daddy died, but he had something in him. There was a champion in him. He had a desire and a passion. That's what the movie told us. They said, hey, listen, he has something he does well and he doesn't mind doing it. Young people, oftentimes, they don't know what it is that they want to do. I asked a few of them, I said, what do you want to do? I don't know. And that's okay, because we're going to figure it out right here today. There is something that you do well that you don't mind doing. That's what Little Baby Creed did. Little Baby Creed, in the opening of the movie, we're introduced to what it is that he does well and doesn't mind doing. Fighting. Yeah. And sometimes you have to fight to make your dream come true. I love some life principles in these movies. And so y'all have to excuse me. I hung around preachers for a long time. I'd hang around preachers. I'd just hang. So if you see me doing me, if you see me with these little antics, because I hung out with preachers for a long time. Simba, as he's making his way toward his destiny, he's derailed because he has this traumatic event take place in his life. Trauma will oftentimes shift your destiny. Sometimes it's the death of a loved one. Other times you have things that go on, like mama might get on drugs, daddy becomes an alcoholic or abandons the family. Somebody just told me I had 5 minutes, so I'm going to get to the end of this thing quickly. And so he is on this destiny. He's derailed from his destiny, and then he goes from singing I just can't wait to be king, to end up hanging out in the jungle singing Hakuna Matata. The worry-free philosophy. He just wants to chill. And sometimes that happens to us as we are growing up. We get derailed and we go from singing I just can't wait to be king to singing Hakuna Matata. Just chilling. What made little baby Simba run off into the wilderness? What was it that sent him running? Anybody remember?
His uncle.
Uncle Scar told him a lie. Be careful who you listen to. You see, Uncle Scar had hyena mentality. That was his problem. You got to be careful who you hanging out with, because lions don't hang out with hyenas. And a good way to tell if you are hanging out with hyenas is when, here's the test. Hyenas always laugh when ain't nothing funny. Let's get school today. That ain't funny. Let's go get faded. That ain't funny. Hyenas always laugh when ain't nothing funny, and lions don't hang out with hyenas. If you are on your way to greatness, you don't have time to hang out with people that have hyena mentality. Yes, sir. I tell some of the boys where I work at Silmar doing a hall, Tony, so if you're in the area, look for me, okay? I tell oftentimes, and she'll attest to this, many of those boys have fourth grade reading level. And I get in there and I talk to them, especially because most of them are black and Latino, and I say to them, young man, do you know it is said that, to keep a secret from a black man, put it in a book. Now, somebody thought that was because black men don't read. That's really not the reason. What the real reason is during slavery, we were not permitted to read. In fact, if we were found reading, Massa would take our heads and put it in a little contraption. And he'd take a rod iron, heat it in fire, and gouge out our eyes. If we were found teaching others to read, he would kill us. Therefore, young man, what should every black man have in his possession at all times? No, a library. They told me I had 2 minutes, so let me hurry up. Woo! Simba is in the wilderness. He gets hit in the head by a orangutan. I'm rushing you, so y'all stay with me. He gets hit in the head by a little orangutan. Orangutan say, hey, you've forgotten who you are. You have forgotten who you are. That happens every now and then. And he says, it's because my daddy. No, he said, no, that ain't it. Your daddy is still alive. He's alive in you. Here comes Mufasa. Shows up in a cloud. And he goes to talk. He says, Simba, in his James Earl voice, Simba, I am very disappointed in you. He wraps that thing up by saying, you are more than what you have become. Y'all know how power-packed that is. Whatever you are more than what you have become. I instilled more in you. I put more in you. I've invested more in you. God knew when He put you here on this planet that He had packed you full of promise and destiny with a future. Listen. You are more than what you have become. Wherever you are in your life, you're more than that. You are more. Good. You know, earlier when he said, I just can't wait to be king, in that song he said, I'm practicing my roar. And his roar sounded like this as a little boy. Because he was practicing. Those of you who are reaching, who are on your way somewhere, you have goals you're trying to reach, you're just practicing. And it is up to you to find, connect yourself, hook up with somebody who is greater than you. See, some people that said it earlier, find someone, look for someone who's already gone where you need to go. And then hook up and let them submit yourself to their tutelage. Allow them to help guide and direct you on your way to your goal, to your vision, to your destiny. Because Simba remembered who he was. Because he knew his daddy had invested more in him. By the time he gets it in his head and in his heart and returns from the jungle, the worry-free philosophy back to Pride Rock, he goes from practicing his roar to roaring like his father. One day you will roar with greatness, baby. One day you will be that baker. One day you will be that dancer. One day you will be the physical therapist. One day we will hear you roar.
How's it going? So far, so good?